This have to be one of the most happiest days of our lives is when we enter the Philippines. Now check this out. Now, why am I so happy? What's this all about? What are these people that we have never met before, never seen physically, never touched till that day? Why are they so happy to see me? Why are they so happy to see my family, my wife and my daughter? Why are we so happy to see them? Strap on. One of the most dangerous things, I think it's J. Edgar Hoover who said it, is the assembly of black people. I think he was so scared of black people assembling because when you understand slavery or 400 years of enslavement, and you understand tyranny and putting of people underfoot, whenever those people come together as one, to do for selves, to understand what it means to live together as a family, as a nation, it seems to not only scare white people, it seems to scare everybody, because the underlying mindset is that, okay, these are people who were enslaved and now they're coming together to do for self, therefore they're going to take vengeance on their oppressors. But this is not what we're about. We're not here to assemble and take vengeance on our oppressors. Vengeance is mine, saith Yahweh, and he will repay. We're here because of the word of Yahweh, our creator, the true God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We together find out that we are, through the ravenous bird, the true children of the book. Most of us here are from different walks of life and different religion and belief system. And in those religions and our walk of life, we realize something, that there gotta be some things missing. And so by putting the piece together in prayer, seeking, all of us together was not led by the ravenous bird. We were led by intuition from the Creator to ask questions about why we believe what we believe And what is the answer we're looking for? What is the truth? And the most important truth for us at this time is the name. What is the name of our Creator? And so when you pray to the Creator and you ask Him, what is your name? Be ready, because He's going to tell you. If you're sincere and you really want to know, He's going to tell you, because there is power in His name, and His name leads you. It makes you understand who you are. It makes you understand, do you belong to Him or not? You see, there's a scripture in the Torah, in the Toyotas, that says, my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves. You all know the rest of that. But if you're called by His name, then you have to bear the significance of His name. For instance, in our enslavement, our culture was taken away from us. Our names were taken away from us. And everything we know about ourselves was taken away from us. And we were given religion. And most people don't realize that the religions of the world were created. If you look at the proprietors of the religions of the world, just look at Christianity to understand what I'm talking about. Who created the Baptist religion? Who created the Seventh-day Adventist religion? I wouldn't say religion, but subdivision of denomination. Who created that? Who created Jehovah's Witness? Who created the Catholic Church? Where all these things come from? And if you understand what I'm talking about, all these religion are division and separation that separate people into a cluster of separation that controls the mind of the individual who are part of these religions. So when our slave masters brought us over here, they gave us their names. We don't name Johnson and Sewell and George. That's not the name of an African. That's not the name of a black person. These are slave masters' names, even today. So to be unified. We are here in the Philippines. To be unified, we're here in the Philippines. The Philippines, the archipelago islands of the Philippines. Biblically, the biblical islands of the seas can only be the Philippines. 7,640 islands, to be exact, makes up the Philippines. And this is the birthplace of humanity from the flood. And we've learned these things and understand these things. So this is the wilderness where Yahweh will preserve, protect, and build His nations. You see, we're not here to be a religion. We're not here to be some cult, as most people would look at us and said, oh, there must be a cult. They got cultic behavior. The family sold everything they had, said goodbye to their families, and come to this place to be part of a cult. This channel will show you how we live in. And this is why this channel is named Now, our title, Now Living in the Philippines. And the goal of my channel is to show my viewers how we live here. Because if you look at a cult, you have to look at the characteristics of a cult. And one thing I can tell you is that the leader was always the one that is worshipped. The leader is always the one who has control over the people, their ins and outs, their ups and downs. I want you to look at our beloved leader. The man called by Yahweh, prophesy, written. And if you look at how we're living, you realize cults doesn't live like this. That's me right there on a jet ski, for crying out loud. Where do you see cult members riding jet skis and having this much fun and going island hopping and living their own dwelling, having their own house and own cars and own everything and live their life, go anywhere they want? That's not the life of a cult. They're more secluded and kept indoors and kept away from everyone. So when you look at how we're living here, then you can decide for yourself. But we're not here to prove anything to anyone. We're not here to prove anything to anyone. We know why we're here. The prophecy of a ravenous bird coming is written in the testimonies, in the Thayota. And you can find that in Isaiah 46 verse 11. And if you listen to what the Creator said about the ravenous bird and what he's going to do, it's incredible that we're living in a time where we actually see a literal prophet amongst the people. Because in Christianity, you don't find that. These false people who talk about their prophet and they can predict the future, and they can't predict jack. You understand what I'm saying? But we have a ravenous bird among us that's bringing us back to a true understanding of the scriptures, the true scriptures from the Creator, written in our original language, the Gabari. Our original language. And we're learning the truth as it was written, or it is written. Not a translated or transliterated, and which I love to call transobliterated version. But to actually see what the actual word said, word for word, and understanding it in our own language, to see what the Creator has said, so that we know in turn that we are doing exactly what he said and not a translated version of what we think was said. And if you notice that the translated version is given to us by our slave masters. Most people don't even know that the Islamic religion or Islamic religion was created by the Catholic religion, by Rome. Most people don't know this. Why is it then you look over in all the Islamic world and there's a Catholic mausoleum there right in the midst of a country of people who don't really care about Christianity? While these churches are these buildings which is on pagan, which are all built on pagan sites. All of them are built on pagan sites. But they're in these countries, they're in all these Muslim countries, and all of the wars, all of the fight, none of these mosques, none of these churches have ever been bombed. People don't understand these things. And there's a book written on this, and there's many YouTube videos on that, but I'm not here to talk about that. I want to keep our focus on why we're here in the Philippines. I want to keep our focus on us. I want you to get to understand us. And besides, there's a lot of our people that's still trapped in these cities and the countries of our enslavement. And you must understand that there will be absolutely no freedom for you. You will not be free. You will still be under the curse. You'll still be under the bond of the curse of Deuteronomy 28 until you get up and leave these countries and bring your behinds to the Philippines. Why the Philippines? Because this is where the Creator wants us to assemble. If you look at the prophecies, man, and see the things that he said, all through the prophecy, the prophets have all revealed these things, and none of these prophecies have come true yet until today. The prophecies, in the scriptures, Amos chapter 3, verse 7, and all through the scriptures, Chronicles, Sure, Deuteronomy. Surely Yahweh will do nothing but to reveal his secrets to his servants, the prophets. The secret things belongs to Yahweh. That's Deuteronomy 29. But that which is revealed belongs to us and our children. So I'm here to tell you that if you truly want to learn the truth, if you truly want to know the truth, he said, if they speak not according to the law and the testimonies, that is because there's no light, no truth in them. So if they're not speaking according to the Torah and the Toyota, that's the first 5 books of the Bible, and the prophets, and the Psalms, even the Messiah when he was here, giving understanding to the disciples who were walking down the street after his resurrection. He began with Moses, he began with Masha to expound on their understanding so that they will see. You want to know the truth, you got to go back to the beginning. Repentance is to go home, is come back home. We got to return to him, the creator, and he will return to us. No, I'm not here to judge any belief system. I'm not here to bash any belief system. I'm telling you who we are. We're recognizing who we are simply by seeking his name. The power in his name has united all of us here in the Philippines, where we're looking to see his promises come true. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you must understand truth, but not truth from how we tell the story, not truth from how we tell the events, but truth from how the prophets told the events, truth from how the Creator revealed the event. I have a people on this planet, my sons, my daughters. If my people, he said, if my people who are called by my name, he said. So we have to be called by his name. And that's why we're not called Israel, because Israel is not his name. We're called Yahoshua. That's who we are. The true covenant people. The true covenant people of the line of Abraham living on earth today. And so, I'm getting all. This video is to just kind of highlight how we living. We're living in a promise. We're living understanding. We're meeting people along the way. We're enjoying our lives here in the Philippines. And we're add-on to the Philippines. We didn't come to take away from the Philippines. We come to add-on to the Philippines. And why I make that bold statement is this. Because the Creator said to our Father a long time ago, anyone who blesses you, I will bless. And anyone who curses you, I will curse. So if you want to know if we're the real deal, you want to know if we're the real deal, you want to know if we're the real people of the book, start doing good to us. Start blessing us and watch what's going to happen. See if your fields are not blessed. See if your basket is not blessed. See if your storehouse are not blessed. See if your family is not blessed. Because that promise goes out to anyone. Anyone who blesses you, I will bless. Anyone who curses you, I will curse. The Deuteronomy 28 curse is a direct curse from God himself, from Yahweh himself upon us. That's why for 400 years we went through such a horrific time of devastation. It comes upon us like a whirlwind. and there was no one to stay it, because the Creator did it. If you read Deuteronomy 28 and you read 15 through 68, and then you match that up through the enslavement, through the Atlantic slave trade, you will see letter for letter, line for line, word for word, curse for curse that happened to us over 400 years. Just look at your history. Read Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68, and then look at the history of the Atlantic slave trade and tell me if your eyes won't be open to see that these are the people of the curse of the book. I often said this in some of my chats. I said, you have to look at the history of a people. You can't just get up and read some Bible and think, okay, this applies to this, and this applies to that, and this applies to this type of people. You have to look at the clues, man. You have to read with understanding, comprehension. Look at the clues. And I'll give you 3 clues that you should look at. Or maybe I'll give you 4 clues. Because if you look at these 4 clues, then you can eliminate people. You can eliminate nations to find the true people of the Creator. 1, they have to have a direct connection, a direct DNA connection to the patriarch Abraham. They have to be a descendant of Abraham. Now, Abraham is the father of many nations. So many nations can trace their lineage back to Abraham. But you have to understand something. Not because you can trace your lineage back to Abraham mean that you are the people of the covenant. The covenant is the most important thing. Because remember, in the end, in the beginning, Abraham had a child with Hagar, the Egyptian woman, which was the servant of Sarah. And that child was Ishmael. But Ishmael, though he is a direct line of Abraham, seed of Abraham, he does not have the covenant. So you have to follow the covenant seed. So we're talking about covenant. This is why the Creator said, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Notice he did not say, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael, Jacob, and Esau. He specifically goes down a certain line. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then Jacob have the 12 boys, which becomes the 12th tribe of Yahusha. Not Israel, Yahusha. You have to understand, Israel is given to us to throw us off. So now to find the true people, you now have to go back now and say, okay, what are the 3 clues? 1, they have to be a covenant child. That's number 1. And trace through the lineage of Abraham. They have to be a covenant child from the line of Abraham. Have to be covenant. 2, they have to be brought. They have to have a 400 years of enslavement. They have to have a 400 years enslavement. And when you look at the history, only 1 people on this planet that has a 400 years of enslavement. Also, they have to be brought by ships and scattered across the Aegean. You look at history, and there's only 1 people on the planet that was brought by ships and scattered amongst all the nations. See, you can look into your history book and you see many people were brought by ships. But not many people were brought by ships as slaves and scattered amongst every nation on earth. You see? So these are very intricate clues that will point to Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. And those people Those people, ladies and gentlemen, are those who can trace their lineage through the Atlantic slave trade. OMPP. Only Middle Passage people. And that's who we are. So when we understand our history and we start to see it, not the history that was given to us by our enslavement, our punishment, our curse, our slave masters, but the true history that was hidden from us, that has now been revealed to us. And once you see the truth, you have to act upon the truth. So selling my possession and goods, according to the Messiah, who was only sent to the lost sheep of Yahushua. The true Messiah, ladies and gentlemen, was not sent to the world. The true Messiah was not sent to the world. If you actually take a look at it and really read even the translated version of the Bible, you will hear out of his own mouth, he says a couple of things he says that most people don't take full advantage of. He said the Father is his God. The Messiah has a God. The Father is the only true God. That's what he said. I come to do the Father's will. I don't come to do my will. I come to do the Father's will. The Father alone by himself is God. And that the Father is his God. So how can he be God if he has a God who is his Father? So people don't understand. So this Trinity doctrine is such a confusion to the truth. It becomes a religion all by itself. And the Sabbath, or Shabbat, is the true day of holiness that starts from Saturday morning and ends Sunday morning. Because it's a day and a day, right? But we have been brainwashed to believe, even those who keep the Shabbat, we're brainwashed to believe it starts Friday evening. Now, a new day can't start at evening. That doesn't make sense. A new day doesn't start at sundown. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because it's dark, it's night. The light he called day, ladies and gentlemen. The light he called day. The darkness he called night. So a new day can't start at midnight. You see the deception? And these are some of the things that once you put them back into their rightful place, then your eyes start to be open. We don't worship the Creator on the first day of the week as a holy convocation. That is not his day. That's not the day he blessed and hallowed and sanctified. So once you put these things back into its new perspective, its real perspective, then your eyes start to be open as to what you're doing. How did you get here in the first place? Why do you believe what you believe? You now have to like set aside everything so that you can inherit the kingdom. Because the kingdom, when a man finds it, he hit it again. And then he goes away, sold everything he have, come back and purchase the field. This is the message of the Messiah. And so when you understand these things, when these things become relevant for an understanding, then guess what? You have to now make some decision. Will you buy that field? Or will you continue your life? So all of us that come down here to the Philippines is because we bought that field. And this is the most important thing to us, is to know who our God is and to know who we are as his people. And, prophecies will tell you. If you want to learn more, go check out the ravenous bird. Go check out the ravenous bird, man. It's not only us who our eyes are open. We have white people amongst us whose eyes are open to the truth of who we are. And they also bought the field. And as time goes on, more people's eyes are going to be open and they're going to come amongst us. The Filipinos' eyes are open and they're starting to believe, because we have a whole line of Filipinos who are practicing and understanding the truth about who we are. And I have to say, let me just put this in, man. Filipinos are some of the best people I've ever met. I love Filipinos, man. I just think these people are an amazing people. I love y'all, man. I love you all. I hope we are a blessing to you as you are a blessing to us. But I know in the culture, man, the culture make you look down on black people. And you glorify white people. And it's understanding. It's understandable. And I'm gonna tell you why it's understandable, because this is the system you live in. But once you come to know who we are and what is among you, I'm telling you, your whole life will change. The way you look at us will change. And then you will start to be blessed by it. I hope from this video you can see and just give you the understanding. For those who are watching this video who are of the OMPB, who can trace their lineage to the Atlantic slave trade, you must understand we're coming upon some serious time. And prophecy is being fulfilled. We're coming up on the 50th Jubilee, ladies and gentlemen, which will start in April, somewhere around April 5th, April 15th, somewhere around there. And some things are going to start happening more than it was happening before. Because the Exodus year is 2023. And many of us left our prospective homes to come out here to the Philippines. Because the alternative is better. It's a better life living here in the Philippines. Less stress. No stress at all, literally. As you can see, we're having fun. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for understanding. We're not here to debase what you already have and what you believe. We're here to uplift ourselves and to bring ourselves back in line with the commandments of our Creator. And we're here to do His will. Not our will, but His will be done. Until next time, I'm Mika Alban Yao Sharal. Thank you so much. Yao bless.